We will start with a Lehigh of all three teams in the center. First matchup's going to be between Team Bayshore and Team Average Joe's out of Web BJJ. But they join us in the circle here first. Little coin toss. What's exciting about this team format, each team allowed to set, there's 5 matches. You're allowed to bring up to 7 people, so you can have alternates. They take turns sending out, so you have to play your matchups there. There was a 900-pound weigh-in limit for the team. So this coin toss is important to decide who's going to have the choice of who sends first, who sends second, and so on. There's a little bit of strategy that will come in there that you get to see with the team duels that you don't always get to see with these individual performances. It is an absolute, so size does not matter. We could see our lightest, I believe it was 141 today, go up against our heaviest at 216. We could see.
Yep, and that's the advantage of, basically putting out your guy seconds, because the first team throws their guy out, they put up someone a little bit smaller, then maybe that's the time where you want to put out your biggest guy. But again, these are all their white and blue belts, so it's definitely a little variation of experience level.
Bayshore and Webb in the circle first. Bayshore wins the toss. Bayshore will send out second in our opening matchup. Average Joe's sending out first. Checking in for Average Joe's will be Guillerme, weighed in at 174. He is a blue belt. 174. That is Guillerme Lomu. Again, Average Joe's representing Web BJJ. He'll be taking on RJ Jimenez, weighed in at 186. He's a blue belt for Bayshore. Match 1 is underway. Same 4-minute opening round. Pretty much the same overtime structure, except the team format will not go to overtime 3. It would just be a draw for the team score.
And you see a nice little takedown from Guillerme there. It was almost like a little bit of slip from RJ, though. Got a little off balance. And you'll see maybe the circle's going to come into play here. Again, if both competitors go out of bounds outside of the circle, they will be restarted. But that's only if both of their bodies completely go outside of the circle.
Similar to college wrestling rules, if any of our viewers follow along there as well.
So you got RJ playing this butterfly guard here. It's got a little bit of a shoulder crunch, so he's looking for that sweep there. Right.
Average Joe's out of Web BJJ, coached by Christian Bobby today, up against Bayshore, coached by Coach Joe Daiquiri. Joining Joe on the side here as his assistant coaches, or he calls them his adopted children, Ben Seaman and Nick Geisler.
Oh. He had a pretty tight straight ankle lock there that Guillerme was able to roll out of.
Great defense by Guillerme there. Good little scramble.
And also a little bit about both of these teams is both these teams elected to only have 5 competitors. So every single person on this team will have a match for each round. Right, so RJ's got kind of this really heavy crossface work and trying to pass the half guard of Guillerme. But now with the knee shield in, it gets a little bit harder to pass. And so it looks like we're about halfway done with this match now. Another 2 minutes for them to work. Ooh, we just fell back into the saddle looking for that leg lock. But again, twisting leg locks are not allowed. but he is isolating that secondary leg to go for a straight ankle. That's going to be your most common straight ankle lock, is attacking that secondary leg.
The Thunder getting excited here.
Right, and he's still trying to isolate that one. Oh, going for a knee bar. Oh, no, looks like Texas cloverleaf. Right from that saddle. Oh, he's twisting out of it, but if he rolls completely out, we're getting close outside of the circle here. Ooh, nice defense
there as we go out of bounds. A lot of composure there from Guillerme. Kept calm, cool, and collected. Crowd excited as we heads towards 1 minute left. Nice shot by Guillerme. Great double leg. Good job by RJ to keep the butterfly guard there, but Guillerme passes it as I bring it up.
Oh, looks like he's got a guillotine.
RJ slick
here.
with that there.
Looks like he's locking up his hand for a no-arm guillotine.
Guillerme keeping calm though.
Oops, switching to the darce there. He's almost got it locked up. He's grabbing the bicep. Just got to falls back to the hip a little bit, maybe to get a little bit tighter from it, but
30 seconds left. If you're Guillerme here, you just got to find a way to survive.
Yeah, you see his face, man. He's definitely feeling it, but he's defending the right way by going to his back, and it looks like he's free out of that darce choke.
20 seconds.
That was definitely tight.
Lock breaks. Great defense by Guillerme and very fun play by RJ.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's going from one to the other.
He is. Like, he wants that finish. Now he's switching over to an anaconda.
5 seconds. Bayshore fans getting excited. But that's the buzzer. Guillerme saved by the bell. And as we head to overtime, RJ a little frustrated, a little disappointed there, but he has the opportunity overtime to go for it. Guillerme wins the toss.
I mean, his submission awareness at blue belt level is outstanding, honestly. To be able to chain the submissions like that.
One to the next was very slick with it, very smooth. Guillerme chooses the back for the opening overtime, and we are underway. Again, a minute here to work.
I think you're seeing a little bit of fatigue.
RJ able to escape. About 13 seconds in, able to escape. He will have choice now. Doesn't have to find that submission now. He just has to ride him out. Obviously, submission always wins, though, and that is more team points as well. Submission would be 2. If he just rides out, it's only 1. RJ takes the back, and we are underway. Minute to work. Guillerme has to find that escape for his team. Guillerme looking to slide down, and he's able to pop his head out. And that is an escape. 20 seconds, pretty similar time. Both are able to escape as we head to overtime 2. Again, there is no third overtime here, so they got to find the win here. 3 minutes to work in our ADCC overtime. First to a dominant position. Again, we would let them play in a submission if they ended up there first.
And it's modified ADCC rules, so technically they can pull guard and it wouldn't be a scoring point for the other person.
Only scores here would be back mount and side. Or the submission attempt from RJ.
Oh, that looks like another tight darce. He's looking like he's about to.
And there's the submission. RJ able to get back to that Darcy, almost finished the opening period to drop the hammer in overtime. RJ Jimenez, winner by submission. Great job to find that extra team point. Could be big there. Bayshore goes up 2-0 after our first matchup.
What a way to open the amateur duels.
Great excitement. Even though it went to overtime, it wasn't a boring match. That was a lot of submission attempts, a lot of action at all times. Great opening matchup there. Bayshore will send first now in the second match as RJ goes over and celebrates with the team.
You know, it's the type of match you love to see. You know, you saw both competitors really getting after it, being active, hunting for submissions, not just someone kind of just getting in the top position.
Tyree Sutton checking in. for Bayshore, weighing in at 216, up against Billy Janzer, 213. 2 white belts. Billy Janzer out of Average Joe's Webb. Tyree Sutton, white belt out of Bayshore. And this is the matchup that I personally was most excited for with my wrestling background. For those that maybe don't have that wrestling experience here, as we see a nice throw attempt from Billy, but Tyree able to use those hips. Tyree, one-time state champion in New Jersey. And the best way to counter that, if you're Webb, send out your 2-time state champion in Billy. Billy also wrestled collegiately with Rutgers University, 2-time NCAA a national qualifier. Our 2 biggest boys at all 3 teams today as well. And excited to see some action on the feet.
Yeah, I don't think you were going to see any guard pulling between these two.
Probably not, no. Both white belts, both newer to this side of the sport.
They're keeping with what they know, but, Tyree was able to work his way back up. He ended up in Turtle at first, worked his way up. Now they're both back to wrestling again.
And what they may lack in the jiu-jitsu knowledge, mat time, and experience on the mat just with your hips, something wrestlers come with to the sport. It always puts them at a little bit of an advantage in the beginning there, while their competitors don't have that necessarily competition experience.
And you guys see, this is such an active pace, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just collar ties and holding. They're snapping down, they're getting low, they're moving, they're being active.
I don't know if you could hear that on the mic, but we had another 2-time state champion in Doug with Stanley shouting there, looking for some action. 2-time finalist, 2-time finalist.
Ooh, nice little almost ankle pick there, but the walls saved Tyree this time.
Tyree doing a good job of keeping his head on the same side as the underhook to limit what Billy can use with it. Minute 45 left. And if we get there, I would be excited to see how they do in the opening overtime, because you can't use wrestling there, really.
Right, exactly. So we'll see what they know when it comes to, taking the back.
But you would have to assume they both take the back there. Big boys coming towards the commentator's booth.
Get a little nervous when they get a little close.
Especially of this size.
Right? Oh, Tyree's using that whizzer to really prevent him from taking the back.
Single, chasing it, and they go out of bounds. Neither in a dominant position when we go out, so we start on our feet. About a minute left here as Tyree adjusts the shirt. And we are underway again.
And this has also been a purely stand-up match, which is exhausting. So
A lot of movement up here.
So we'll see the kind of toll it takes, going into the overtime rounds. But obviously these guys are used to wrestling multiple rounds. So their cardio is really high. Right. But you see Billy just staying really heavy on Tyree, making him hold his weight and carry it.
Which is exhausting. 20 seconds left.
Especially with the 2 big boys, these duels.
As we go out of bounds, 11 seconds remaining. Both a little excited to get back in the center. They're ready to work. And we go to the first overtime. And what happens when you put 2 people that are high level at the same thing, a lot of times it's hard to get to work on that thing that you're good at. So that wrestling kind of countered on both ends there.
Yeah, they were both able to neutralize each other's games. So we're going to see now we're going into just pure jiu-jitsu here.
Tyree will start with the back in the first overtime here.
Oh, but I'm seeing Billy is not. Oh, I was a little worried for him. He wasn't defending at first, so. But you see Tyree's got that body triangle in, but Billy's doing the right thing for defending. He's fell to the side of the body triangle to hopefully pop open that lock. It looks like Tyree's really digging under that shin there.
40 seconds to go.
But you see Billy's really getting his shoulders down.
Tyree still has the back, but it's getting loose. He still has the back. As you hear the pop from the crowd. That Bayshore with a great crowd today. Billy looking to shake him out the back door. 15 seconds.
You know, Tyree's probably trying to go for that leg to maybe go for the knee bar that you have, or you could transition to an arm bar as well.
And Billy's able to pop out with 7 seconds left to get the late escape, and that was big for him. Now he just needs to ride out. Doesn't necessarily need the submission, but his team is down 2-0, so that submission would tie it up. And Tyree's got a minute to find his way out. And we are underway.
Right, you see Billy's got that wrist control of Tyree, just kind of really pulling that arm up as almost like a gift wrap. But you see Tyree's almost got one of his legs completely out. If he can start sliding his hip out, then he'll be able to escape. But he's kind of turning to belly down instead. So this is going to be easier for Billy to hold and maintain. Yeah.
This is definitely a position he's used to. 30 seconds to go.
This is uncomfortable right here. Really digging those hips in.
Tyree doing a good job to find his base again. Billy still has a hook in. 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, Tyree's really got to transition to his side instead of being belly down.
Short time. And Billy able to ride him out and find the overtime victory for the first victory for Average Joe's Web BJJ here today. That's 1 point. Great battle back and forth between two high-level wrestlers looking to make their transition to this sport. 2-1 Bayshore. Average Joe's sends out first.
Cade.
Sending out for Average Joe's is Cade.
Keeping track, who's going against it?
Cade Baradelli out for Average Joe's. $199.5. Josh. James. And out for Team Bayshore is James Courtney.
Right, and again, both these guys are similar in weight. Cade's 199 to James 202, and you see
Cade with a nice double there using that wrestling background.
Also, he just recently had his first amateur MMA fight, so it was definitely easier for him to use the wall.
That MMA experience definitely beneficial here inside the circle with that wall in play.
No, so you see both these guys are both white belts.
As we separate. Cade looking to pass from the feet.
So you see Cade might... nice.
Great roll through there by James.
Great hips there, because you saw Cade maybe try for that head and arm choke. He was really trying to get that head underneath the shoulder. but he was his hips were a little too high. He was a little too heavy to one side, so James was able to really get that sweep and end up on top.
I forgot to clarify James in the red, white, and blue shorts.
They're both in similar fight kits.
Yes, very similar. Cade on top now with the camo. And we go out of bounds.
Right, now they're just both standing. They restart. No one was in that dominant position when they went out of bounds, so they both restart standing.
2 minutes in, 2 minutes to go.
All right, we got some aggressive collar ties here from both of these guys.
Big, strong competitors in this one, looking to use that strength. Shot attempt by James, stuffed by Cade. Good roll through there from James to keep in a pretty neutral position.
But you can tell that James likes to go inverted.
Yes.
Which is not that often you see with guys of his size, but he's perfectly comfortable doing it. But now you see when he went inverted, rolled to turtle, Cade's got one hook in to take the back. And Cade's really hunting that head and arm choke still.
And he's able to
trying
find
for that
full
again.
mount. James looking to push on those hips, bump his way out of here. Minute left, minute remaining. Cade able to find that second boot, which would be important here if we go out of bounds in this position. James able to fight one out. We're still in. Cade keeps that hand in.
Yep, so it's just a couple fingers. Oh,
And
again.
they're looking for that head and arm.
But James is able to bump and recover that arm back in. There you got
30 seconds.
Cade still in like a top mount position. James is kind of rolling towards the side.
We go out of bounds in the top mount, so now Cade will have choice of position.
All right, then we got less than 30 seconds left to this match, but both guys have been extremely active. They're not accepting bad positions. They're constantly moving out of things.
And we're underway.
Right, so Cade's trying to put in that extra hook. Look like he's
able
got
to
the
find
back
it.
take.
The only 15 seconds to work here. Looking for it, not under the chin.
Nope. He's trying for a little bit more of like a cross face, trying to get that hand underneath the chin. Not quite happening.
Short time, James can probably withstand the pain here. Time. James able to fight it off there. While maybe not the most dangerous, definitely not comfortable position he was in there, but he's able to make it to the overtime. Cade looks over to his coaches, taking offense in our opening overtime period. Great matches here to start this team duel. All of them overtime so far as Cade takes the back.
Yeah. And this is the one you see about body mechanics as well. You see Cade has got these really long legs, so he's able to really easily go into this body triangle, which is going to be much harder for James to get out of. And so you got, looks like Cade's almost got it underneath the chin. He's grabbing at the other shoulders, going for a short choke.
Triangle. Not quite under the chin there.
But it's really uncomfortable for
Very
James.
uncomfortable. 30 seconds to go, halfway through. James able to escape, 3 seconds to apply something. He's not able to. James with the escape in 34 seconds. And James says it's my turn as he takes the back here. With that escape, James just needs a ride out to win the match. Submission, extra points for the team. Cade moving right away, though. Cade looking to explode right away out.
James is already almost falling off. His hips are falling off
And
to the
he's able
side,
to,
and
Cade
he's
able
out.
to find the escape in just 10 seconds as we head to overtime number 2, 3 minutes on the clock. First to find full back or side would win in this overtime.
Right, and you see
Straight
Cade
into the wall.
Right into the wall.
Bullies him, looking for the double leg, sweeps it out. James gonna have to fight it here.
The
Keep his
MMA
legs.
fighter.
Cade looking to pass here, still not fully bind. Still not fully there. The wall actually hindering him there.
If he just passes around the hips.
And
hold.
there's the count. And there's the 3-second count. Cade able to quickly get to that dominant side position to find the double overtime victory and to tie up the team score 2-2. Josh, they said. They were second.
That wall got in my way. I was like, yeah, make sure we have a record.
Up for Bayshore is going to be Ryan Hersfeld. Ryan waiting at 176.5. Blue belt for Bayshore. And for Average Joe's is Danny Heston. Danny Heston waiting at 170. Weights virtually identical here.
Both are blue belts here, and so you see that you got Ryan in the Bayshore white and blue rash guard. Ooh.
Danny in the all black.
Ooh.
Quick north-south position.
Yeah, you saw Ryan had this nice little kind of inverted no-arm triangle there, but you saw Danny move into north-south, so he wasn't able to keep that for very long. But you see Danny trying to stay like really heavy. Right, he wants to stay in that side control, so he's switching. Every time you see Ryan trying to move or to get a knee in, to get on his side, he's really getting heavy.
And as we've seen from pretty much all of the web guys so far, they are looking for that top position, that top pressure. Ryan doing a good job to get back into his guard there.
Yeah, you see Ryan, he was working that shoulder crunch for a little bit, maybe hunting for like an arm bar. He's trying to really get his legs up a little bit higher. He's got that arm bar.
And he's got to be careful here.
Oh, he just needs to extend his hips up a little bit.
And there's the tap. What a submission by Ryan as the Bayshore cloud explodes. Ryan Hertzfeld drops the hammer, winner by armbar. That was slick. That was impressive.
That was.
And that's 3 points for his team as well. Guaranteeing they cannot lose in the beginning. That was bout 4. This is bout 5.
Nick.
Up for Average Joe's out of Webb, Nick DiGiacomo.
Looks like it's the smallest team member from Team Webb at 141 pounds.
He'll be up against Ivan Valadez, blue belt out of Bayshore, weighing in at 155 against Nick, weighing at 141. A little bit of a size advantage there, weight-wise for Ivan. Nick definitely with the height advantage.
But also, Nick is a white belt against a blue belt, so.
I think, I don't know, can't guarantee it. I think we got another wrestler as he moves to that north-south position. Ivan, oldest member competing here today, 40 years old.
And you see, Nick is scrambling.
He's scrambling. He came out here and he said, I want to push the pace.
Right, that was a slick little back take from that north-south position. So he's got back control going for that body lock, but decides against it. But he's still trying to keep that arm control. He's got wrist control there. Oh, now he's got control on the other shoulder.
Nick looking to get under that chin. Dangerous position here if you're Ivan.
I know.
And a lot of time, 3 full minutes left.
Now you see Nick's trying to switch arms there. You can tell he's really aggressive off the back here. He's just constantly trying to get his hands underneath the neck. Constant movement by him.
And I'll be interested to see if, as this goes longer, if he's able to keep up a pace like that. That's a grueling pace to try to keep up for the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, he's transitioned to the arm bar here. He's got that.
Slick work from a white belt. Slick work from a white belt. Ivan playing a great defensive game so far.
Right. So he's got him stacked up, but you see Nick, I think Nick's might try to transition to a triangle here. Oh, he's right back to the armbar there. He's going to try for this belly down armbar. And Ivan doesn't have his hands locked anymore, so hopefully Nick can take advantage of that. Now he's trying to roll him over. Maybe transition to like a Kimura. Oh, we got the belly down.
Nothing yet. Great defense there by Ivan as he attacks on the leg now.
Yeah, he fell back too soon though. He didn't quite have control when he fell back.
Got a little excited when he got out.
He did. So he only had control of the ankle, but didn't have control of the rest of the leg. So now we see Nick back on top again.
It already cleared out to the side there. Minute and a half left.
It's been a furious pace so far with this match.
Very fast pace. A lot of the action and work by Nick. So even though it's a fast pace, Ivan probably hasn't exerted quite as much energy. But I'm not seeing any signs from Nick from slowing down or heavy breathing. So I think he's got it for the whole time. And if you're Ivan, just making it to overtime wins your team the match. Nick has to find this mission in this next minute if Webb wants to find this victory.
Drop down for that nice double leg. I mean, Ivan tried for the guillotine, but Nick just passed by to the side. I mean, if Ivan still holds on to that neck, Nick can really go for that Von Flue choke from the top position if he really, but he was able to escape. Now, he's got 40 seconds left to work if Nick wants to get a submission for his team. So, ooh, the scrambles.
And now Ivan potentially going to lose his weight here.
We got a buggy choke. Buggy choke by Nick.
He's got 20 seconds.
Right. Ivan's a little too far down close to his hips to really be able to kind of get this locked in.
And it separates as we hit 10 seconds left.
Right, Ivan transitions into almost mounts.
And just like that, Ivan able to escape that first period, secures the victory for his team, but of course we'll play it out. Nick chooses the back in the opening period here. Nick definitely went for it. He definitely put it all out there to try to secure that victory for his team. And we are underway, minute to work. Nick struggling to get his body triangle there. Ivan, good defense on that.
Yep, trying to use his own hand to grab his foot to help out, but now you see good recovery by Nick. You saw Ivan really trying to.
And now he's around the neck here.
Oh,
Ivan able to pop out. "30 seconds, halfway through. Nick still has the back, and Ivan's able to escape. Ivan finds escape 35 seconds in. And we've seen all the pressure and attacks from Nick. Now all the pressure's on Nick as Ivan's able to escape. And we are underway. Ivan starting on the back as well.
we got to see at least an escape from Nick here to be able to move on to the next overtime round. But if Ivan can hold on to it for 45 more seconds, but it looks like, oh, looks like he's got a choke in. Is it under the neck? I see his hand coming to the other side. He's got his hand in the bicep there.
30 seconds left, halfway through.
Oh yeah, that's under the neck there. Nick's trying to fight that.
Nick
he's trying
shakes
to
him,
shake him off.
and he's able to transition over. Goes from disaster to out right away. Impressive work from Nick there. Fight out of that dangerous position. And we had to overtime too, which from the first, Nick might have the advantage here, but maybe Ivan was saving something for this round.
Yeah, you saw some really quick takedowns from Nick, in that first round.
He finally does look a little tired. He's had some high pace for 6 minutes already, so.
Right.
Ivan looks for his trip of his own, right into a shot by Nick. Shoots through, looking to clear. He's able to clear it. He has to work up a little there. And there it is. Nick able to get to dominant position, get the overtime victory. But Bayshore will win it 5-3 after an impressive high-paced match from both competitors there. Nick, your winner in overtime. So Bayshore wins their first one. They get a break here before they have to go against Vanguard. But if they're able to beat Vanguard next in the third match, they get to go home with the banner. But we will see Average Joes again up against Vanguard as we transition here. Those are some fun matchups, that one. I was a fan.
They were, and you didn't see any big mismatches weight-wise. They kind of kept it pretty even.